So the next bit we're going to talk about is retopology, and that's when you want to go from a very high dense polygon model, let's say a creature or a human being or an animal or something, towards a low poly version, and you want to use the normal map from the high poly on top of this low poly version. Let's look at that and look how it more or less works. So let's go to Maya. Let's open a new scene. All right, so in order to do that, we need quad draw, but we maybe need a model that's a bit higher in density. So let's go towards FX and then towards effects and then get an essence, get effect asset. And within that, you can get all kinds of presets. You can draw them, put them in, and so forth. But we want to go towards the animation. No. We want to go towards the modeling. And then there's people. And, well, it doesn't really matter which one. We can put this one or that one, but we have also here base meshes and bipeds. That's maybe easier to start with, because there's I can show you with these people, they look very, very nice. I can put them in, I can scroll out, look at that, put it on wireframe shading and texturing. Let's see that. Look, this looks very dense and very nice, very nicely done. Yeah, so this has a lot of detail. We could work with this, but I think it's easier to work with the just the head first. So let's go to bipeds and then maybe put this head in. And look at this head. So it's already a little bit low poly, but we can make it lower. We can see, okay, how does that work? So let's go to the modeling toolkit, and we could go to quad draw. And it's handy to open up the key shortcuts, but to have them here, I don't know. Yeah, we can have them here on the side. So there's a lot of shortcuts we can look at, but before we can use this quad draw, let's select our object first in object mode and make the object live. We need to make the object live. And how do we do that? Next to the snapping, there is live. This is called live. So let's make the object live. So basic head is now live. That's called basic head, yeah, so that's nice. So now we can go to quad draw, and we can put again wireframe on shaded, and then can see like, okay, let's start with the eye, for example, like here. Let's draw these vertices. And when we want to, because we can draw a quad, and when we want to create it, we can hit the shift button and then it will create. And you can keep it on shift to relax it. We don't really want that. We can keep this here, right? So we can with control add division, so an edge loop. With alt, with control and shift, we can remove an edge, which is not possible now because then the whole thing will collapse. With tab, we can extrude an edge, like this. We can extrude an edge and another edge, and it will snap to the other one. You can see, right? And that's when relaxation comes maybe in a bit, but we can also just move the vertices accordingly, so that it is going along with the model. We want to have this geometry going along with the model. And now it's pretty easy. I'm just going from this. I could make it even bigger, like that. So I can press tab and hit middle mouse button, and then you extrude for like a whole like all the edges. So, and I have that. maybe more on this. Yeah. So now I'm skipping one. So normally you would have way more edges maybe, and then you could make it less poly. And also with this, we can say that like that. Yeah. And so forth. And then you're like, oh no, I still need that because I need geometry. I can do a control and click, and I can move that around accordingly. I needed that in the end. So then here also extrude it up like that, and you're trying to match it all onto the underlying model. And actually not just, you're not aligning the vertices per se, what I'm actually doing right now with the edges, because now I skipped one. Normally you would skip a lot of these because there would be way more vertices underneath than you would want in your low poly version. And so forth, you're continuing, actually doing that only on one side, because the other side will be symmetry or mirrored, because it's a symmetry object. It's, yeah, there's also control left mouse button. You can have more edges along the whole path, right? Yes, so you can see if we can delete one with Ctrl-Shift-C, then we can delete. We don't want these anymore. So that's how you do in very short, because you need to continue with this. I put, I think, tutorial. Yeah, I put a tutorial here, so you can dive deeper into this if you want to. All right, let's continue and look at the assignments for today.